Welcome back, guys, to the channel. We are back with season number 3 of the 2007-2008 Mad Scientist Retro Database Glory Hunter. It's been an eventful couple of first seasons. First season being at Benfica, absolutely cleaned up there and got ourselves out of there very, very quickly. Got very tempted by the Atletico Madrid job in season 2. Managed to snag that one, which I was quite surprised at. Didn't quite go to plan with what I wanted to achieve in the first season, but I decided to stick around. I had a look at the job centre. There wasn't really anything going on. If we have a quick look at the job centre here, there is literally nothing left to sort of go for. We are just coming up to the transfer window of the season, and things have started off pretty well. But before we do that, I'm going to have a quick look at the financials, because we are sitting pretty. I did have about a £60 million-ish transfer budget, which I've spent. So with the transfers that I've let go, which was quite a lot, and I've also brought in quite a few players, and I'll come to that in a second. Some really exciting ones, actually. So yeah, the only player that left on the 1st of July was Juan Valera, and that was for £1 million. But I did obviously allude to the fact that I've also lost Maxi Rodriguez and Raul Garcia in the January time, which kind of scuppered our season a little bit. But I also sold another £11.5 million worth of players. Citaradis, Miguel, Kleber Santana, Patrick Miltraum, who only came in for a season, and Braulio have all gone, totaling up that 12 million. But the players that I bought in, I like these ones. So Aymar, I've already covered. I wanted another defensive midfielder who can replace Garcia. In fact, actually do better than Garcia. And Sami Khedira, the former Real Madrid player in real life, was up on the market, and I could not resist. I brought him in from Stuttgart for 35 million, and he is an absolutely stonking midfielder. 5-star ability. This guy, we all know how good Khedira was in real life. He is going to be a monster. Then I jumped the gun and reunited Antoine Griezmann with Atletico Madrid a little bit earlier than he did in real life. Got on from Real Sociedad for 17.5 million, nearly 18 million. At the age of 18, potential ability of 5-star, but he's incredible already, so I brought him in for that left wing spot. And also, Gabriel Torre is a player who in real life didn't really make that much of himself, but on this game I do remember he was an absolutely stonking right winger slash striker. So I brought him in from AC Milan for 15 million after they only paid 2.5 million the season before, so they made a mint out of me for that. But with that sort of pace and agility and the age, he's incredible. Obviously the age doesn't matter too much, because I'm not sticking around these clubs. It's not all about rebuilding, it's just trying to win stuff as quickly as possible. But these players I know will help. As well as these players. I wanted to replace my fullbacks. I needed better fullbacks because I needed a better defence. So Armand Traore is going to come in as a backup left back to push my left back Antonio Lopez. And the reason why I brought Traore in as well was because a bid came in for Lopez that triggered his release clause, but he rejected the move, and I'd already got Traore in. Traore was going to be my new first choice left back, but I'm kind of stuck with them both now, so they're going to battle it out for the season. I have also bought in another fullback, but on the opposite side, Lorenzo Di Silvestri. Phenomenal at the age of 21. Look at those physicals and mentals. And he was a really, really good fullback in real life as well. I bought him in from Leverkusen after they got him on a free transfer from Lazio, and I'm again another 15 million spent. I think that's an absolute bargain. Absolute bargain, that is. And it's worked. It has worked so far, because our schedule has been immense. We sit 3rd in the league, only 2 points off the top. 2-1 win against Deportivo. Simao is back in the side, by the way, after being out on loan, which I think I figured out the reason why he got sent out on loan. It was something to do with the Spanish league rules about wages for your squad. Last season I had a max squad wage value of, like, I think it was like 900,000 for the year. This season it's gone up to 1.4 because we're in the Champions League. So that's made things a little bit easier. But Simal's awesome. Diego Forlan with a double against Mallorca. A 3-3 draw at home to Villarreal. I don't think it's too bad. I'm a little bit disappointed that we conceded a goal after we got the lead. But that's just football, I suppose. And Hercules. Hercules.
Oh, Hercules.
Jose Antonio Reyes with a 1-0 win there. So we've had a very, very good start. Competitions wise, as I say, we obviously have the league, we have the Champions League and the Spanish Cup still to go for. That's the aim for the season. At least try to get one bit of silverware. If we could do the double, brilliant. I think we have the squad capable of challenging Barcelona this season, especially, and Real Madrid. But it's time to simulate the season. Let's go and find out what actually happens. Season 3 began in earnest, smashing all teams in our path. A 5-2 victory versus Almeria, a 6-1 victory versus Atletico Bilbao, a 3-0 win versus Real Sociedad, and a 6-0 hammering of Racing Santander. In fact, we only lost one game in the first half of the season in the league, and that was 1-0 to Barcelona. Of course, we also returned to the Champions League this season, but we clearly weren't as consistent in this competition as we were in the league, and it was a bit of a strange run of form. We beat the likes of AC Milan 2-0 and even battering Bayern Munich 6-1. Yet we lost 3-0 to Schalke and 2-1 to Basel. We did enough though to reach the round of 16, but we were halted in our tracks by Stuttgart, again by a fine margin of 3-2 on aggregate. In the second half of the season though is when things started to stumble a little bit. Middle of February saw us knocked out of the Spanish Cup in the semi-finals by Real Betis 5-4 on aggregate, dropping points in the league with a 2-0 loss to Getafe, a 0-0 draw versus Almeria and 1-1 versus Sevilla, all being not ideal, and in the end halted our title charge as Barcelona took control. Well, as you can see, we didn't get the league title, and more disappointingly, I'll show you in a second in the schedule, there was a couple of silly points dropped that really cost us because we had a phenomenal season in the league. We really did. We qualified for the Champions League again. We finished 2 points ahead of Real, but we still ended up 9 points behind Barcelona. And unfortunately, 3 away losses against Real Madrid, Getafe 2-0, and Barcelona. Okay, the Barcelona-Real Madrid ones I could take. The Getafe one is annoying, but draws at home to Sevilla, Almeria, Valencia, and that Villarreal one, that really grips me, and that is where we drop the points. Again, draws at home to Barcelona, Real Madrid, I'm not fussed about, that is fine. But dropping points at home to Almeria, Getafe, you ain't going to win league titles like that. So I've got questions to ask, I've got things to think about, but did we win anything else? No. That gives me even more time to ponder and think about like so what we're going to do, because the thing is with Glory Hunter, if you've done it before, you really don't want to stick around at a club more than 2 to 3 seasons, otherwise things just start dragging on. So now I really do have something to think about. And again, we got knocked out by Betis, who actually beat Deportivo. Lost 5-4 in aggregate as well. That was our chance because there was no Barcelona, no Real Madrid. Oh, that's annoying. Round of 16 in the Champions League by Stuttgart. Man United won on penalties, beating Arsenal, ironically enough. So league phase, we qualified straight through. That's a really good performance. Straight into the round of 16, and we got beat by Stuttgart. Ironically, where we signed Sami Khedira from. I was hoping it would weaken them. Not that I expected I'd be playing Stuttgart this season, but it would have been nice. Damn, that is disappointing. Alright, let's go and have a look at the squad, see how everybody did. Leo Franco looks like he was the main one. Even De Gea got a couple of games this season. That's really helped his development, actually. That's impressive. Goals-wise, though, 25 and 8 from Forlan, 25 and 18 from Amar. Simao, 16 and 12, 13 and 16 from Reyes, 13 and 11 from Garcia, 6 goals from Diego Costa, Benega 5 and 9. Goals and assists ain't the problem. It's conceding them that is. How am I going to correct that? Well, am I going to correct it, or am I going to jump ship and move on? Let's see what's available and see what's got. Oh. We got a couple here. We got Roma in Italy, who finished 7th, and they're in the wrong European competition. That's a shame, because let's have a look at their finances. They got a healthy budget, 56 million. That's not too bad. If we have a look at their squad, let's have a look at a few of their players. See, they've got Philippe Maxis. Oh, he's phenomenal centre back. Diego Placente, Daniel De Rossi. Wow, mental. Alberto Aquilani. Is that before or after he went to? Yeah, it's before the Liverpool move. Okay. Perotta, David Pizarro. Francesco Totti is still there at the age of 33, physically dropping, but technically and mentally still amazing. We all know what he did in real life. He was phenomenal. Mirko Vucinic, Vincenzo Montella, who's retiring. Adriano is there. Let's have a look at all. 20 with long shots. Oh, he was a beast, Adriano, in his day. Okay, Roma is an option. Liverpool. Monaco as well. Monaco, but let's go have a little look at Monaco, right? So they finished 10th. So they're nowhere near the European spots. But I don't know much about it. They've only got 12 million in the budget, so they're not exactly well off. Who have they got in their squad? Anybody standing out that I think, ooh yeah. Jan Koller retiring. Is that a young Yannick Carrasco? 16 years old. He's in the first team already. Thomas Kallenberg, I recognise that name. But nothing really standing out. So Monaco, I think, is discounted straight away. Liverpool, on the other hand, me being a Liverpool supporter in real life as well, this is incredibly tempting. 112 million. And this is in the Gillette Hicks era. We never had that. They're over the wage budget massively. Let's have a look at their squad. Their squad is massive. But Reina, Aga, Carragher, Gerard Alonso, Mascherano. Oh, dear me. This is tempting. This is very... Torres. Even a very young Sterling. Oscar. Brazil Oscar? Who went to China from Chelsea? Could be the same player. Sao Paulo. Could well be. Could well be. I'll have to have a look at that. Okay, decision made. View job advert. I'm applying for the job. So, here we go. You now have to tune in to the next episode, which will be season number 4, to see if I actually do get the Liverpool job or not. So there we have it, folks. What do you think is going to happen? Come and join me in the next episode to come and find out. Please don't forget to leave a like on the video if you did enjoy this, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. And I'll see you guys in the next video to find out what happens. Ooh, what are we going to do? You never walk alone.